Because when you're on your last, the last thing you want to hear someone asking is for you to give more. You're on your last, and they said, make mine first. You on your last, and they demanded a little piece of what you have as the last. You only got $2 in your bank account, and they still saying, give me one. You ain't got no more gas in your car, and they still telling you, I'm still want you to drop me this way. You ain't got no grocery in your cupboard, and they still saying, I know you only have some grits, but give me some of that grits. But what Elijah was really saying to that woman was, give God something to bless. Sometimes the miracle is waiting on your movement. So what happened next to this woman? Because she listened to Elijah. What happened? She obeyed Elijah. She gave, even though she didn't have it to give. She trusted God. And the Bible says, and she and he and her house did eat many days, and the barrel of meal wasted not, neither did the cruse of oil, according to the word of the Lord. Because if God said it, I believe it, and that settles it. The reality of the matter is this woman was down to her last, but she still had something left to give. Her obedience released her supernatural supply. She thought she was preparing for death, but God was preparing her for destiny. What she had seemed so small, but when surrendered, it became more than sufficient. And maybe tonight, you feel like that widow. You've got 2 sticks and a little oil left. You're emotionally spent. You're spiritually starved. You're economically empty. But God says, give me what's left and watch what I can do with it. Because God doesn't need much, just obedience. He doesn't ask for your overflow. He asks for your faith. There was another encounter with another widow at 2 Kings chapter 4, verses 1 through 7. And this widow wasn't just grieving. She was drowning in debt. Her husband, a faithful servant of the Lord, had died. And now the creditors were coming. And they weren't coming for her money, but to take her 2 sons as slaves to pay off the debt. This wasn't just a financial problem. This was a generational threat. She didn't go to friends. She didn't run to gossip. She went to Elisha, the man of God. And Elisha asked her a question that echoes tonight. What do you have in your house? This woman replied to Elisha, nothing except a jar of oil. Hey! Mother say nothing except a jar of oil. That word nothing except is where many of us live our lives. I've got nothing except this little job. I've got nothing except a broken relationship with my kids. I've got nothing except my tears and my tithes. I've got nothing except one last ounce of faith. But Elijah didn't ask her what she lost. He asked her what she still had. Because God doesn't bless what's gone. He blesses what's left. Elisha told her, go borrow vessels, not a few,